boat, the guy that jumped off the boat during the Philadelphia experiment?
Keep talking.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yep.
You're 2,700 or whatever the hell it was.
Yep. And it must be
I'd
true.
love to be
course.
there.
It must be true. I mean, why wouldn't it be true? It would have to be.
It's got to be true.
What's going on?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Somebody started the show.
That's getting ready to. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the blast!
You have no idea what's coming in my latte a little bit later. Lots of alcohol in it.
Is it going to be? Well, hey, you know what? THC products are now legal in Oregon, so
You're
What
not
products?
ready for this.
you were never. Y'all ready for this?
Never
No.
ready for this. Are we
No.
ready for this?
No.
Why would anybody else be ready for this?
Well,
I was ready
Exactly.
for this.
How is everyone feeling good about being ready for this tonight?
I needed.
We're ready for this.
I needed
Andrew-
some help, and I sent Andrew a message here about 45 minutes ago because I got a mixer.
More like an hour and a half ago.
Okay. And so he's like, let me get some clothes on. I'm in bed. So Andrew's been up with me for the last hour and a half.
Well, I know with the 3-hour time difference, it is later there, but really,
I've got.
that late.
Let me just explain to you why I'm going to have so much alcohol. Hold on. See, oh, come on. How do you get the camera to work? That way, this way? Can you guys
That
see
way.
that?
I can't
See
see
all
Amy
the-
now.
I can't see Amy.
I'm there.
Here, you see all this.
There's
bull-
Amy.
You see all those bullshit wires and stuff?
Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
that looks like a mixing board,
Well-
Jim. What is that?
Well, me and Andrew have been trying for like the last hour and a half. I got everything dialed in. I had Ashley call me on my phone. It went through the mixer into our. Andrew could hear it. I could hear it. She could hear me, but I couldn't hear Andrew. And so,
Interesting.
I got such a headache trying that. So, we'll figure it out.
The problem is I'm not there. That's the
Exactly.
problem. So I can't see the dial, so it's not like I can say, yeah, one more click over and you've got it.
It's.
I wanted to introduce everybody to my new friend tonight. I've got
Which
this
one?
going on.
Dude, put
See
a
this?
frickin'
All right.
Brett, put a frickin' beard on right now.
But do you know what that is though?
No, I don't care.
That's
That's
my
an STD.
But
That's
Beard
my
on.
dog saying pet me.
That's an STD.
Oh, that's not a zit. Put
Oh.
a
No,
frickin'
It's my
Brett.
dog just taking a
I thought it was
out of
a cold
my
sore.
face with his
Sorry.
claw.
Brett.
Yes, sir.
Do everybody a favor and put a beard on it,
put a beard on it.
please.
Let's see.
If you
well,
like it, then you gotta put a
I
bed
like-
on it.
I like the idea of throwing a beard. What?
I'm just kidding.
This
I'm
is getting. This is getting.
It's all
wait a
about the
minute.
beard.
teasing. Just turn the light off or something.
I know, right? Just can you
I'm
put
just kidding.
here? I can fix it. I'll just put my splash screen up, and we'll be
You
good.
guys are crazy.
Hey, I was
No.
gonna
Much better.
No.
I was gonna send Amy a message yesterday.
There you go.
Mhm.
How about that?
Private one. That's
Yeah.
good. Just stay low. Stay
Yeah.
low, sweet chariot. I was worried about you. I was concerned.
Oh, about the snow?
Well, yeah. I mean, just you're there. You've got tons of snow. I mean, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
How are you doing? How you doing?
I have, I'm doing. Thank God I have a brother and a nephew who like to, who don't like to, but who shovel. Hell of a lot more than I do. But
What?
we got another storm coming. I know, no kidding. Props to them.
So that-
Absolutely.
That new
Only
storm
little
hasn't
storm.
hasn't dumped the new 2 feet yet, or it did, and
Not
another
yet.
one's coming.
Yeah, no, that just did, and then we have another one coming. Supposed to be tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Supposed to dump more, and then Sunday we're supposed to get more. So my city has officially been declared the snowiest city in the country.
You know, if it was New York, it would have been
Misery.
a disaster area, right? They would have had
Yeah, they call the
declared
national
it a
guard.
disaster. Yeah.
Yeah, Boston they
me-
did.
FEMA would
It's
be
just so
there.
everyone's just so packed in. There's no place to put the snow. That's the problem. and they don't want to. They were just saying they were going to put the snow in the. They're thinking about putting it in the Boston Harbor. The harbor.
The harbor.
The harbor.
The harbor. All right.
The Boston Harbor.
Hey, look at Brett's screen real quick. Hold on. This is a new thing that we could do.
I love this. This is
That's
great
awesome.
too.
Awesome.
Awesome.
There you go.
It's awesome.
This is what I was doing after the show last week to you guys.
I really, really, really do dig this tool. I think it's great.
Yeah.
And you can change
Which
the
one
size
is it?
of it. And it's the drawing tool.
Drawing.
Drawing
Uh-huh.
tool. And so I mean, you could
Yeah,
you
I
can
know
click
where.
on something and you can just like.
Look at that. Wait, let me go back to Brett. Okay, do it. Shut
Shut
the
up.
F up.
Shitting it,
There
bub.
you go. And I can go back here and I can underline the blast.
Yeah, which is still backwards.
Is it still back? What the hell?
Yeah, I
That's
told
fine.
you.
Don't worry about it. You need to turn your TV upside down.
I know, right? Can we see the TV from the back? I don't know. Flip the whole thing around.
Hey, so we were just talking, Brett. Trust me on this. Just, do you guys have a video only there or somewhere that sells Bose?
Do I what now?
Somewhere that sells Bose, like a video only or something like that.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, me?
Brett. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if I were to go out and find a Bose system?
Yeah. What I'm telling you is the C-Mate 130 gunship.
Really?
I almost had to change my underwear the other night. I'm sorry. I couldn't even get up from the chair because it was so embarrassing.
I have a nice piece together system that's actually pretty solid with Infinity Sub and some decent surround and all that. But I want one of those Bose systems so bad.
Okay.
My mom got one of those. Hey, Amy, now to you, my mom got one of those flat, like the soundbar version of the Bose. The bass that comes out of that thing,
Yes.
I gotta tell you, it's unbelievable, folks.
There's a subwoofer. There's a subwoofer, a wireless subwoofer that goes to it, and the bar, the one that's like 37 inches. I'm sitting here like, okay, so the guy turns it on, and we're sitting in the chair about 12, 15 feet back from it, and I swear to God, as soon as he turns it on, me and Lisa are like,
I know, right?
we're like, where's the speakers? And I go, there's no wall behind us. Where's the back? Where's the? And I'm like, it's freaking out. That's why
By the way, I would actually like to know this. Maybe Andrew has an idea. Amy, you might, because obviously you're familiar with the Bose products, from what I understand. But how do they make something that's literally coming from in front of you only? It's in front of you only, but it sounds like somebody's behind you talking. It's like, how do they? I gotta give technology a big hand up.
It's an ancient Chinese secret.
it's kind of like it's like the Colonel's recipe on KFC that they used to have.
That's right. That's right.
If everybody
So
could
wait a
do
minute.
it. If
Bose
it was
is made with 11 herbs and spices. That's
yeah.
amazing.
If everybody could do it.
I'm the
They would.
11th.
Hey, are you the 11th?
I'm the 11th.
My mom's the 9th.
No, I'm the 14th on the family.
Oh, are you really?
What?
You guys know
Yep.
she's got 18 in her family.
Oh, that's right. She's Catholic. I forgot.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I'm a
Sounds like
recovering Catholic.
Catholic. I know. Be careful now. Be careful.
It's almost like the Dugard family.
I think I shared with you the fact that I went to, maybe the second mass ever in my entire life. Unfortunately, it was for a funeral, but I forgot. I forgot about those.
Yeah, they're pretty tough to take. I gotta tell you.
It's a pretty epic event. So.
Yeah.
What I thought was strange was when they invited everybody to come down for communion, and I thought, well, as a Christian, I'd go down for communion, but they didn't mean me; they meant Catholics. I was like, really?
You're a heathen. You're a heathen.
You're still mad. You're still mad.
In our church, they hand it out. They pass it down the aisle, and you
they pass it down the aisle to everybody, to everyone.
Yeah.
If you're a Catholic, they don't care. You can join
You guys
in
go to
with
the
us.
same church?
No, but basically non-denoms and just your Episcopalians, your Methodists, your Baptists, all of them, even the Lutherans, they let everybody join in. But I was very surprised when they basically said, if you're a member of the church here or you're Catholic and you're visiting, please join us in the front. And I was like, well, wait a minute, what if I want to go down and take communion? I can't go.
Well,
really?
No, they wouldn't know and they wouldn't ask you.
No, Jim, they would because I don't know the secret handshake.
No, you
Secret
go
I'd
up.
get down there, and the priest would reach out under his robe and be like, "Dude,
you
just
go
let
up.
me the
and you go.
handshake. I don't know you."
It's this simple. You go up.
I know.
He lays it on your tongue, and it melts in your mouth.
Melt in, then run.
Melt
Yeah.
means sticks to the roof of your
it sticks to the
mouth.
roof
You
of
have
your
to
mouth.
sit there and you
Yeah.
peel it off with your finger afterwards.
Ah,
That's true. That's true.
I don't know what
Hey,
it's made out of, but it's definitely made out of paste.
I know,
didn't,
right?
I didn't plan any show because I was so freaking busy trying to make that damn mixer work that will work, even if I have to get an XLR. Andrew thinks that he can fix it for me without me having to buy a new microphone, but we'll see. Because as you can see, my microphone here,
Right.
I don't want to really give up that bad boy right there.
No, it's nice.
It is pretty nice, yeah.
Right, I might
Actually
have
very
to.
nice. I would say it's very nice. So,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so where are we heading tonight? I mean,
I've got some funny shit just lined up. I've just got some funny stuff, and we've got some stuff to get mad at Barack Obama on, and we've got some stuff to get mad
Wait a
at.
minute. But he's like an angel here on Earth. What do you mean? Get mad at him? What do you?
Well, we've got some stuff, and so first of all, though, you want to hear the way that we used to do the blast in the past.
The blast past?
Back when we had a real Christian on the show. I'm just kidding. When GP was on the show, and we originally started it, we had a jar set up, and anytime somebody swore, the cash register went off, and you end up having to pretend like we had to throw a quarter in there. And so at the end of the year, we would save up the money, and whoever swore the least would get the money.
Yep.
So this is a funny freaking commercial that I'm going to play. It's only about a minute and a half, and it has to do, something similar to that. So let's wait. Let me see if I can get this.
By the way, to touch on that real quick.
Yeah.
I didn't
Jimmy
do it.
still owes Greg and I dinner at the most expensive restaurant downtown. So
Really?
What?
yeah, oh yeah, he filled that jar up in like one show. So
Yeah, I did. All right, let's see if
That
this
was
will
a funny
work.
show.
Let's see if this will work.
Every time someone swears, you put a quarter in it.
Hold on, I'm starting over.
What's that?
That's a swear jar. Every time someone swears, you
Oh,
put
yeah.
a quarter in it.
Who gets the money?
I don't know. We'll use it to buy something for the office, like a case of Bud Light or something.
It's a Bud Light.
Awesome.
Have you seen this?
Hey, Bob.
no.
Oh, you haven't?
Eric, I have a bag in line 3 for you.
Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your f***ing pen?
White station wagon. Please go yourself.
We're gonna go down there, and we're gonna some. We're gonna some. We're gonna some. I'm so proud of you, suckers.
Isn't that funny? Isn't
That
that
is funny.
classic?
That's a good one.
That would be a great Super Bowl commercial, but I don't think they could get away with it.
I think that's the band. It was a band Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah.
man, that is awesome.
That would
fantastic.
have played no problem in Canada or overseas.
I know, right?
Here was
Say
something else
stuff like that all the
I-
time.
Here's something else
You know?
I found that was funny. Funny picks. We're going to do this one.
Oh,
wait, shit!
no.
Wait!
No,
sorry, I
no.
didn't mean. Oh my God, that was accidentally something that I was. Oh
You
my
did
God!
not just put that
So-
on the screen.
So embarrassing. Oh, shit. That is her freaking underarm. That's her armpit.
Oh, now there you go.
You guys thought that
Wow, but still though, that is.
Dang.
Admit it. You didn't think that was an armpit. Admit it.
Definitely didn't think it was an
Yes, I did.
armpit.
So what I-
That's crazy.
So what I did on this one is I took the blue pen and I outlined her arm.
I know you have to. Well, you have
Yeah.
to. Because that's not.
Yeah.
By the way, can you leave that? Can you put that back up for just another second? Just another second. There.
Are you
Yeah.
okay, Brett?
Just another second. I just wanna. There's the armpit. I see the armpit now. Okay.
Yeah, it's up
All
there.
right. The
Okay,
armpit.
it's good.
You
Uh,
sick bastard. You sick bastard.
I know. Watch this funny one. I hate
Oh.
cat jokes. Wait. But this one was funny. Reincarnation
Yeah,
gone
that's
horribly
Totally
wrong.
wrong. That is fantastic.
I love that.
As I hate cats, that makes me happy.
It looks like John Candy off Spaceballs.
Oh, it kind of did.
Oh,
Wait a
it
minute.
did.
Definitely did.
Um,
That's not John Candy from Spaceballs.
There you go.
You see this one? This one is recent.
Uh,
And then
Oh,
then-
boy.
then he went and reported it.
I was the left shark.
I was the
Absolutely. You know,
Some of these things are hysterical.
did you
some of the
also know?
ones
I was reading the article when Brian Williams was hanging out with Jesus that they used to go out at night, and apparently Jesus was a little crazier and a little more wild than you thought on the weekends. So
Really?
there's a couple things on Mr. Williams' page. It's a couple, just blog posts about some of their happenings and whatnot. But that's
And-
coming
and
out now too.
You
so.
wouldn't have anything to do with that.
No. I would never do that.
I
think
you
it's-
guys go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, but did you see the new John stepping down from the Daily Show?
Yeah.
And the time, it's rather sudden.
Yeah.
So the theory or the conspiracy theory on this is that
He is not going to take NBC.
he's going to take over. He's going to do the news on NBC because he.
Well, it said something about him doing Dateline, not necessarily the news, but Dateline.
I'll tell you this though.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely rips on conservatives far more than he rips on liberals. But I will say this:
No.
he
Oh,
does
yeah,
a little
rips
bit of
on-
both.
Yes.
He does a little bit of both.
He rips on
A lot
he
on the
rips
right,
on
little on the left.
he rips on
Yeah.
liberals when it's safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but I'll tell you this though. He's also, no matter his personal opinion, he is a TV actor. Just like anybody on TV, they're all actors. News reporters, they're all actors. So if he were pulled into a situation where he had to be a little more 50-50, it would be kind of nice to see.
What do you get, Andrew? Do you guys get the NBC, Brian Williams, all that kind of stuff up there? Do you guys have your own thing?
No,
You
we
get
get all
American
that
news.
stuff, but
You get
I
American
never
news
watch it.
channels.
Yeah, I think they're saying something about like right
What's
now.
that?
Lester Holtz is filling in for him.
Uh-huh.
I think doesn't Lester Holt do doesn't he do Dateline right now?
What else?
Ow, my eye! Okay, I'm better. Yeah, he could
Doesn't Lester Holt do Dateline right now? There you go.
Yeah.
There's your last.
be. Hey!
Lots and lots of alcohol in there. I'm just saying. All right, go ahead.
All right, then.
So if they
So-
end up having Lester Holt take over for
Is that what he
Brian
does? Is
Williams.
Dateline? I've never
That's
seen
what I'm-
Dateline.
I think
Dateline's
Lester
I
not
Holt
don't watch any of them.
It's an entertainment news show. It's entertainment news.
Dateline.
Because Amy, you're right. If Lester Holt does Dateline,
Takes
then that
over
would make
Brian
sense.
Williams.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys this though. I mean, Andrew, I would love to know what the Canadian perspective, because although we share the border and basically there's subtle difference between all of us across from East Coast to West Coast up into Canada. Obviously, we don't like the Mexicans, but I mean, we don't talk about that. But I'm just saying. Oh, did I say that?
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Lester
Are we live?
Holt.
No, we like the
live?
Cuban.
Lester Holt does. He does. He took over from Ann Corey on Dateline, so that could very well be what's happening. Go ahead.
That's what's happening.
I guess what
I just got a comment texted in that said both of your viewers tonight were Mexicans.
Oh,
In other words, they're gone.
oh, so we lost 100%.
We love legal Mexicans.
Absolutely correct. I love legal anybody
We
in this
love
country.
Mexicans who pay.
You know what?
If you got money, we love you.
By the way, it's very simply put, if you're here and you're not supposed to be here, you are literally taking a crap on everybody that did it right.
Right.
Now, if
And
you
who's
don't
still
like,
waiting to do it right.
if the law needs to be changed, okay, maybe it does. I mean, but as long as it's a law, I still have to pay for a speeding ticket because it's a law. If you want to change the law that says that speeding ticket, that money goes to help the schools, great, let's vote for that. But right now it goes back to the same people that write it. So anyway, I was just wondering, Andrew, is the news that you see in Canada, is it more objective and less of a show, quote unquote, than in the United States? I mean,
Our news is, yeah.
So would you say?
Isn't it whatever your dictator allows on? You guys
Whatever
have
your dictator allows, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Over what our dictator? Good point. I mean, for God's sakes, Congress just readily passed the Keystone Pipeline, which I think is a beautiful thing, and our dictator already has said he will veto it. So there you go.
Well, because it's a jobs bill, but it doesn't create enough jobs.
Oh, is that why? Is that why? Either that or the person that would normally pay off the president to get it done didn't pay the president enough. So that's really campaign campaign contribution. I'm sorry. I said pay off. I was totally
He doesn't get that if our esteemed Senate now that is led by the Republicans wants to override. Well, if Congress wants to override, they can override his veto. Period.
Well, they can, and they have to have the votes to do it. But
that's what I'm saying. So.
But did they get enough votes? I don't think they did.
Well, I don't. No, he hasn't vetoed it yet.
He hasn't vetoed it yet.
Okay. Now wait a minute. Oh my God, I hate doing this.
What?
Asking a question or opening my freaking mouth. That's what I hate doing, because as soon as I do it, everybody knows just how much I don't know. All right, so just to be clear, I'm trying to ask these questions for other people that may not know.
Of course.
Just to be clear, if he vetoes it, first of all, if you have a certain amount of people, he can't veto it. But if he does veto it, you're saying that they can come back and override his veto?
Right. No. Exactly correct. If Congress, both houses pass something and it goes to the president's desk, he can then say, no problem, this is obviously the will of the people because they voted all of you people in, so I'm going to go ahead and sign it and do the right thing. Or he can say, well, I've been doing my thing for how many years now, and I don't care about the people of the United States or the popular vote because I'm going to stick to my guns and I'm going to veto it. Well, then it goes back to the Congress, all of them.
House and Senate.
Right,
yes.
and then they can actually override the veto, but they have to re-vote on it, and that takes a larger number of people.
2/3, yep.
2/3.
Yeah, but it would have taken 2/3 to override his veto in the first place.
What's that now?
There's only one veto.
There's only one veto, right?
No, I mean, okay.
You need less. You need less to pass it than you do to override it.
Right.
You only need, I think, a third or a quarter of it passed.
Basically,
even though I know this.
No.
Wait. Andrew.
Wait.
Yeah, see, he still don't get it.
2/3. Okay, but if 2/3 vote for it the first time,
okay,
he vetoes it, it automatically overrides his veto.
Let me clear this up. Okay, so I'll use an analogy. A train leaves Chicago traveling at 57 miles an hour.
No, don't use that
Another train
kind.
leaves San Diego traveling at 38 miles an hour. When those trains actually run into each other because somebody screwed up, what happens? The American government. So what you're trying to find out here is something that's very hard to actually understand.
There's a train track
Well,
up the street.
there's-
I need to go park
First
on.
of all, Congress, when we say Congress, well, usually people are referring to the House of the House of Representatives, which is run by the Republicans nowadays. The House has the purse string, so they just voted to pass the pipeline.
Right.
That goes to the president's desk.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to veto it.
No, it goes to the desk
It
after,
goes to the Senate.
after the Senate
the
approves
Senate.
it.
But it's going to go through because it's majority Republicans.
Right.
So it's going to go through. So it's going to go to the House. They passed it. The Senate's going to pass. It's going to go to the president's desk. The president is going to veto it. Then it's going to go back to both the House and Senate, and they have to do all
Revote.
at once. One revote, but not
Right.
separately. One big vote.
One big revote.
And they have
Both
to get
of them
2/3
together.
of both.
In other words,
Which
both
theoretically, they should be able to override his
Right.
veto because they have been, bloviating for the last 6 years that they want this
Right.
done. So
absolutely.
unless this is how we'll know. This is how we'll know how many people are being blackmailed. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No,
You know what I
that's
mean?
exactly
We'll
right.
know how many people are being blackmailed if they don't
Well,
override it.
by the way, blackmailed, yes, and then we'll also know how many palms were greased to get it through.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a lose-lose. I got to
Yeah,
admit it.
six
I
of
am all,
one, half dozen another. Yeah.
I'm all for it. I mean, I love the fact that we live in this world where we constantly talk about oil as being a peak oil. You've heard the term peak oil. That's all crap. There's no such thing as peak oil. And I mean, they go back and repump. I think we talked about this before, but they repump wells that were supposedly dry because they refilled. How'd they refill? Okay, it doesn't matter. They just did. I mean, there's a theory, abiotic oil, which I've talked about before. But the thing is that do you find it ironic that we live in a world right now where gas prices in the United States were going to be $5, $6, $8 a gallon, like, 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Mhm.
And now they are literally looking at $20 a barrel. That is the prediction of where it's headed right now.
But that's a wrong prediction. First
We
of
have
all,
less oil today, quote
wait,
unquote.
let me start. Let me say two things here. One, Andrew, I got you up early out of bed. Do you want to take off and join in with me tomorrow
See
to
if
fix
I can
it?
learn.
Huh?
I'll join you tomorrow, but I like listening to this.
Okay. All
If
right.
you see
good.
me, if
You
you
hang
see
out,
me
man.
drop out, though.
All right. That's cool.
If he starts snoring, he's gonna
Starts-
boot you.
All right.
Hey, well, by the way, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's use Andrew as the gauge of how bad the show is. Oh, he's asleep. Change topics.
I woke him up at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. It's 10:30 there. I woke him up an hour ago to help me. So I also sent an invite to Anna. She just sent me a message and asking, we do any weekend shows or whatever, and would we mind if she joined late when she got home? And I'm like, dude, Anna, you join anytime you're on and come in.
Absolutely.
I don't care. You join. You're one of your team. You're part of the team.
We got members of the family. They can drop by. I would
Member of
love
the-
it if they drop by.
You're a family member. All right. Now back to a comment that you're making that was completely wrong.
Which one?
It's not going
which
to go
one?
to.
That's-
It's not
there's a
going to
list.
20. It's not go. Oil is not going to $20 a barrel, and let me explain why.
No,
Yeah.
he was saying a few years ago they were saying that it was going to.
Oh,
Isn't that what you
No,
were saying, Brett?
No, a few years ago, they were saying gas was going to be $5, $6, $8 a gallon.
Yeah, yeah.
and you're
they-
saying that now
were
we
some-
could actually go $20 a barrel, right?
And I'm just recounting something I heard on the news. So
Okay.
I'm just saying that they were saying that predictions. Some experts are predicting that.
And here's why you listen to the blast, because those experts are wrong, and let me explain why. Oil went just below the number by enough
I know where you're
in
going.
order to make our production in North
Yep.
Dakota and everywhere else not
Suffer.
profitable.
Correct.
So then all those guys would lose their jobs, and the people would
Correct.
say, we can't drill anymore because we can't afford it because
Right.
oil is cheap enough. Now, as soon as all those people leave and we're not producing oil like we were and we have to re-gear up or whatever, Then they're
Right.
going to spike that oil back up to $100, $120 a barrel, and if it goes up to $200 a barrel, we're effed.
Now, Jim, does everybody understand why? And you're dead solid, perfect on that assessment. You are.
Thank you.
You're dead solid. But do you understand why America can't produce? Actually, like in South Dakota, they can't produce oil in the same way, and the difference is
Because we haven't built new refineries for the last 45 years.
No, it's actually not that. It's the way that they're getting the oil. It's the way that they're pulling it out of shale. There's a whole different
Wait,
process.
are you saying why we can't produce it cheap as the other guys?
Correct, because basically
Oh.
what they're doing is they're sticking a straw in Saudi Arabia. They're sticking a straw into a milkshake and they're pulling it up.
Right.
Our guys are sticking a straw into hummus.
Right.
They're
but
trying to suck it out. So I mean, I'm just saying it doesn't work
real,
quite as well.
real chunky hummus.
Right,
Yeah, but
real
their
chunky
oil-
hummus, exactly.
But their lower oil prices are artificially low because they're doing it on purpose to harm the American production.
Of course they are, because they want to. OPEC wants to control the market. It's actually from a business standpoint. From a business standpoint, period. It's a genius.
Andrew has something to say there.
Andrew,
But the only thing is it kind of backfired on them.
it did actually.
On
It
how?
actually helped us out.
It actually. And he's right. Expand on that.
Like especially around here, when all the oil prices and everything started going down, especially gas prices and all that, that actually made a bigger demand for the oil because now they need to produce more gas.
They're selling
So-
volume now.
And up here, they're like, I think they hit like 3 new spots or 4 new spots that they're actually going to be tapping.
Yep.
And just pulling the oil out as much as they can.
Yep.
And then once the oil prices go up, they've already got it at the refinery, bam, they just made like 5, 10, 20 times the amount of money back.
Do you know, in the bigger picture, one thing that this teaches all of us is that we are all being scammed on price points. We are being scammed on price points. We have been told for the last 20 years of our lives that oil is going to run out. Oil is going to run out. Well, guess what? It started to move in the direction where we were all thinking, oh, there's less oil, there's less oil. I mean, just
I
like they
never thought
promised
that.
us, there's less oil. But
I
guess
never
what?
thought that.
The price is going the wrong freaking direction for there being less of a commodity.
They laughed at Michelle Bachmann for saying under a Bachmann presidency it's going to be under $2 a gallon. Well, guess what? The free market spoke, and there it is.
Yep. And by the way, oil technically, if you ask me, should probably, if you look at it on the open market, it should probably technically cost us about $1 a gallon for gas, even with taxes.
Yeah.
It should cost us about that.
Amy.
And I'll tell you this, I'm willing to pay $1.50 if I can get my roads fixed, for frick's sake.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
Amy,
God.
have you already bought your plane tickets?
No. Why?
Fuck, I need to freaking write down.
Hey,
when
Amy,
the date you're
check
gonna
out
be.
Priceline.com, because Priceline.com has great deals going on.
Priceline
Plane tickets in the Portland
negotiator.
Well, I was wondering if the price would come down because it's been oil has been so cheap for a while.
Well,
but no.
I happen to work for a distribution company, and I have noticed that our fuel surcharge has dropped dramatically.
Dramatically, like by $1.
No, it's at 4.25 now. So
Oh, is it really?
yes,
Well,
it is.
Our gas
I
prices
just-
went down
I'm
nice,
waiting
but
for
it
it.
started going back up.
I'm waiting
I feel
for a I'm waiting for a to get a good deal on a straight the pup with me. You know what I mean? I'm not running.
So-
I'm not running from terminal to terminal with her.
Oh,
Right.
exactly.
Oh, so you
You know.
want a straight flight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Straight
Now,
flight. I hate gay flights. I
Amy,
do.
where's
Sorry, I'm opposed to them. I do not like gay flights. I don't. It's my thing. I stand by my opinion on that one. So
And you're entitled to your
Amy.
opinion. Yes.
what do you do with the dog when you bring a dog?
kidding.
I've never flown
I've
with
never
her
brought
before,
a
so I
dog.
don't know. If they're
Oh, I'll
small
tell you what
enough,
you
if
do.
they're small enough, if they fit in the carrier that is approved for under the seat, then that's where you put them.
And you can't do that with yours, right?
I can do it with mine, yeah. But that's my carry-on.
Your dog is your carry-on.
Yeah.
And your cuddle buddy.
Yeah.
I would love to
And
fly
your
with my
pillow.
dog. He would sit in the seat. I could make him sit in the seat. I could.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that when I bring her, I'm hoping that the flight attendant's not a total biatch and lets me take her out and sit on my lap. You
Well,
know?
my dog's about 65,
Yeah,
coming up on 70 pounds.
yours
He's
is
a little bigger.
Still bigger. She's 15 pounds. She should be 13, but she's still, it's 15 is the kind of max.
The dog you've got with you right now, right?
Yeah.
Can we see her again? I've got it.
Oh, where
set
is
on
she?
you. She looks
Come here.
bigger
Is
than
she,
15
is she all
pounds.
drugged up?
Nope. She was just trying to fall asleep.
Oh, no drugs tonight, huh? Hi, sweetie. Oh, she's
How,
adorable.
like,
Oh, look at that.
She does, Mama.
pick her up like this. How big is she? She looks bigger than 15
She's a
pounds.
miniature.
She
She's
does.
a
She looks-
miniature.
Oh, okay. It's the
Oh.
She's a
camera.
little mini.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
she's-
She's huge. How are you lifting her? Oh, that's right. I forgot.
The camera makes her look
The
huge,
camera,
right?
the camera
Yeah.
adds 20 pounds. I forgot about that. That's
The
right.
camera makes her look big.
That's
She's
easily a sheepdog. What are you talking about?
She's a miniature dachshund, so she should weigh probably 12 or 13 pounds, but I'm her mom, so she weighs 15. And she's got long hair, so she's real fluffy, but she's a peanut. She's tiny.
Okay.
She's only
Jim, I want to throw something out there.
she's only about 14 to 16 inches, somewhere around there long.
She's cute. She's pretty
she's
little
my
girl.
cutie. Yep.
Hey, Jim, I want to throw something out there. We were talking about the swear jar earlier.
Yeah.
How much money should go into the swear jar because you've had that particular shot upon
I know.
there for, I mean,
A long time.
dang,
What?
it's been hanging there.
What?
Being fired from fuck-ass pizza job over
Yeah,
Twitter.
here, I'm going to do this story. Did you guys see this?
Yes,
I did,
I
yes.
heard about it. Yeah,
I read it
talk
just
about
after.
this story.
It's
I
funny.
love it.
And
we have the F
Dumbass.
word on the screen now for like an hour, haven't we?
yeah, and
Heard
then
that.
just in case anybody didn't see it,
I thought that was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody saw it.
Awesome.
And he's
Yeah,
like, "Hey,
awesome.
you don't need to come to work today. That's fine." I just thought that was funnier than crap.
That is fantastic, by the way.
And that's why I try to, oh my God, I was going to say that's why I try to load the show like just before the show, the day of. But obviously I don't try to do that either because I didn't load a show today. But when I do load a show, that's why I try to, so that I'm not given old news.
But let's talk about this for a second. She went in, and on her own merit, she was hired by Mr. Robert Wapple
Whipple.
or whatever.
Whipple.
Wapple.
Mr. Whipple.
She was legitimately hired for the job. And so here's the thing. Because of her First Amendment right to free speech, and I'm just saying there might be a case here, because of that, she was fired, and I would think unjustly, because of her First Amendment right to post what she posted. Stupid to have done it. I mean, she's a moron for doing it. But can you be fired for something that has nothing to do with the job? I mean,
It does. It
Well,
says
it
right
does,
there,
though,
I've got a
it's saying-
fuck-ass job.
but I mean, I'm just saying.
She's disparaging the company before she even started.
But she did not say the name of the company. She didn't say who it was. She did not disparage. We don't talk about who we work for on this show for a reason. You know, there are days I find my job frustrating. I actually like the company I work for very much. But I'm just saying, if the company decided to cut my compensation in half because they decided to restructure something, I might not have some nice words to say that particular day. Should I lose my job for that?
If you
If you're publicly
Oh,
announcing it, then
post
yeah.
it all over Facebook and yeah.
But did she say the name of the company? No, she did not. She
No,
did not
but
talk
what-
about who it was.
What that guy did was head off a problem. He's like, you know what? If you think this is a fuck-ass job, you don't need to start.
All
So-
right, Jim, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How many times have you been sitting in front of somebody who is potentially an increase in your pay, and you're like, I cannot believe I'm sitting in front of this moron right now. I cannot
Nope.
believe that I'm having to do this right now.
Nope.
I am wasting my time being here right now.
Nope.
But-
I never do that.
No, your head is thinking that.
Nope.
what's
I
coming-
don't
what's
think
coming-
that.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Can we
my
talk
gosh.
about this off the air?
Absolutely. We'll talk about that later. All right. I understand. By the way, I love the company I work for. I want to make that clear. Anyway,
All right. How about this? I
thank you for
understand.
bringing this up.
Yeah, I understand. He's a douchebag, whatever. But what a freaking douchebag! I mean,
But
I
what
was
a
so
freaking
glad
douchebag.
that not Marilyn Manson. What's her name?
Taylor Swift.
No, Manson. Shirley Manson
Oh.
from Garbage
Oh, right.
tweeted out immediately, "Grow up, you're a freaking douchebag." You know, here's a very famous, you know, pretty famous female singer, and she's like, "What do you pick on a 15-year-old girl last time, and now you're picking on him?" You
Right.
know. Yeah.
By the way, let's make this very clear. Beck has more talent in the tip of his penis than Beyonce has in her entire catalog of work.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
say that-
I'm gonna be honest here for a minute. I went and listened to Beck's whole album, and all I could do was listen to about a minute and a half of each song because I was falling asleep through each song. That was the worst piece of garbage I've ever heard in my life.
See, and I would disagree with that. I think some of it's just genius beautiful. But here's the thing. Is obviously we have a standard by which we judge these things, and therefore it would be in the ear of the beholder. I guess it wouldn't be the eye of the beholder. Anyway, it doesn't change the fact that Beyonce has people that write her songs, people that make the music, people that produce it. They put her in a bikini and tell her to go out there and sing the song. And she's like, "Oh, I'm an
Brett.
artist! Yay! I'm
Brett.
awesome!"
Brett, do us all a favor.
Yeah.
Stop drinking before the show, and then let. I'm just kidding.
I personally think she sucks. I don't.
do too.
Yes.
I don't. I don't like the voice. I mean, she's
No,
a good dancer. She's a good dancer, and she's a sexy dancer, and all that. But as far as musical talent, I think her voice sucks. I don't like her at all.
I agree.
Brett
And it has
has-
nothing to do with I thought that ever since day one. I just never ever cared for her voice.
Brett has done more research on this than as much research on this as I have, and I can tell you why. Brett, you'll nod when I say this. Illuminati. She
Yeah.
has admitted that she has another personality, a spirit that takes over her body, and she actually has a name for it. And she goes, "That's not me on stage." And when it takes over and gets this sexual,
Yeah, that's
deviant
Michael Jackson and
personality.
Janet Jackson say the same crap.
Yep.
Yeah, they say the same crap.
Hi, what's demon possession look like? Beyonce.
But now, I don't think she necessarily should have won. But read the little headline here. The rapper, rocker, whatever is giving Beyonce album of the year. It didn't say writer of the year, best artist of the year, album of the year. So who cares if she didn't write any of those songs, she didn't do any of the instruments, and he wrote every song, he wrote all 14, played 14 instruments, whatever. It was the best album of the year, and his album
Okay.
sucked.
So, okay, and you would rather listen to Beyonce then?
I wouldn't listen to either one of them, to be honest. Now, Beck's last good song that I know of was Loser. It's a freaking awesome song.
That was on his first album. Jeez.
Thank you. What has he done
That was
since
the
then?
only good
Oh,
song.
he has done some amazing stuff since then. Odelay was amazing. I mean, he's done some amazing albums since then.
Whatever. You freaking.
If I'm being honest,
white.
I have no idea what he sings because I don't even know who he is. So
Thank
Well,
you.
nobody does. Now, by the way, I did see he did an album, or I'm sorry, a concert in the round on PBS of all places, and it was absolutely. I had it,
No.
I had it on the system, and it was turned out.
I
really,
could see
really
it.
musically
I could
amazing.
see a white douchebag like Moby doing a much better than Beck.
Wow.
So look at this. This was funny. Why I have so many contacts in my phone? So I can call people. So I can
I
avoid
agree.
those people.
Actually, that's I like that that chart. I think the blue is too big, but
I know, huh?
other than
Right?
that, it's pretty dead on. Yeah.
How about this one? Brett was pretty much just talking about. Funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah,
I just
absolutely.
really have a hard time seeing myself coming into that.
I just don't see it happening. I'm just not sure.
I have a vision problem.
I can't drive.
That's the one downfall or the downside of being able to work from home at times. You really can't say that you're too sick
No.
to work.
I love. By the way, I love this graphic. I do.
What do
love
you think about that?
I love it. I think it's great, as a matter of fact.
Now,
I
I'm
look
not.
fat.
No, you don't.
Oh,
I went
stop
through,
it.
Amy, I went through about 6 or 7 different. Okay, so
Found
what I
your
did
skinniest
was
picture.
I went through.
No.
I let a video play. I let
Uh-huh.
one of our shows play, and I sat there and I stopped it on different parts, like
Nice.
going this way, that way,
effort.
smiling, not whatever. I did. I took a little while on this, try
That
to
is
get
effort.
each one that was our own personality, and you're like talking and making a good point, and each one of these was. I mean, I don't want to break my arm, pat myself on the back, but I thought that was pretty good, right?
I'm awesome. I'm a good person.
And you notice something right above the channel? It has our names,
I do like that.
right?
I do like
Yep.
that, though.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fantastic, by the way.
Yep.
By the way, what channel was Amy's channel?
Uh,
Because you know I'm creeping on that. That's what
yeah, I don't know.
I'm kidding.
Wrong with
Come
that.
on. Come on now.
The
Hey,
who is the her?
You guys see this? Chris Peranto,
Yeah,
who
I
was
like
on our
that.
show. This was very cool. He's starting his speaking. You like go around speaking and stuff.
Hmm.
That's cool. I got to tell you, one of the things I see some of the people that he has been doing interviews with, and I'm like, holy crap! Did we actually have that guy on this show?
Yeah.
We did.
And we'll have
Thank you, Mr. Peranto. That was great
We'll
of him
have
to come on.
Yeah,
I
we'll
feel
have
very
him.
honored to have him on.
You should see some of the guests that I'm starting to work on getting lined up. How
There you
about look at this one? Now, this could go for pretty
That's
much just about every single day.
That's a full diaper too.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it right.
I'm thinking about keeping this one around
Yeah,
For like-
I like it.
because almost every show we
Yeah.
could add that caption.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, I don't think I'll let that one go. We haven't done News Busted for a while, but given all the stuff, do you mind if I play her and see if she's going to?
You know what? Let's do that. I like the idea.
Just see if she's good this time.
Just,
Hold on.
ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages.
Hold on.
Oh, I can't hear her. She
I
looks
can't hear
great today.
either.
Look at her. She looks sassy and.
Hold on. Let's see if that was part of the problem.
Listen, I honestly believe this, and I never thought I'd say this.
Yeah.
The '70s part, it's kind of coming back. She's got it going on.
You know what
going on.
really? You know what
I
really
didn't think it would
helps? What really helps is turning the volume on.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. All right then.
Wanna try something new?
Hey everybody, welcome to News Busted. I'm Jody Miller. Let's get started. After their first diplomatic talks in 50 years, the U.S. and Cuba acknowledged that they have profound differences. For example, Cubans think President Obama is too far to the left. White House spokesman Josh Earnest said the people of Yemen deserve a clear path back to a legitimate government. Hey Josh, so do the people of the United States. Retired four-star General Jack Keane said President Obama's ISIS strategy is not working. But that's not true. Obama's strategy is working for ISIS. Donald Trump says he's seriously considering running for president in 2016. Pundits don't give Trump much of a chance, but but historians point out that in 1836, Martin Van Buren was elected with equally ridiculous hair.
Yeah. He looks like the Joker.
4 middle school students in Wisconsin were arrested after recording a sex party on their phones. But what's really shocking about this story? No teachers were involved.
Wow, really?
American children are eating too much pizza. To give you an idea of how bad it is, at Chuck E. Cheese, a 16-inch pizza is now called individual size. Al Jazeera English issued a memo ordering journalists not to use the words terrorists, Islamists, and jihad.
Yeah, can you
The
believe
memo
that?
was drafted by the Obama
Yeah, I can
administration.
believe it.
No kidding.
That's funny, right?
Absolutely correct, I bet.
And finally, CNN's ratings are at their lowest point ever. Network executives are so desperate they're looking into whether Larry King is still alive. Thanks for watching News Lesson, everybody. I'm Jody Miller. Make sure to tell your friends about us, okay?
Thanks, Jody.
Jody, good job. Now, actually, CNN should really look into hiring, maybe a couple of new people. I hear there's a couple of guys on the market now. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Little Brian Williams. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if.
It's funny to me.
It's hard to stay on, and keep a straight
Listen.
face when everyone knows that you're a sack of crap.
Jim and I were talking about this the other day, and I was like,
Not a Gemini.
Jim, when you and I were crashing the beach at Normandy, and I mean we had the bullets flying, and I mean dude, we were both like hugging before we jumped off, and we were like, this is it, we're done, we're out. We made it through.
I got to show you guys the best line ever. Amy and I are quote unquote Facebook friends with this girl, and every day she posts like 40 times a day, but every single thing she posts is freaking
more than you.
Classic. I don't post
More
that
than
much
who?
anymore.
You're better. I tell you what, you've improved.
Yeah, because I don't post that much anymore. Now watch. This is the most classic line I've heard so long, and it immediately I saw our Amy. This is another Amy, but I saw our Amy in this post.
All right.
Okay, hold on. This girl
Like
is
literally
Amy.
in this post?
I would like to have this girl on our show. But it says here, all 4 people that were killed in Paris Jewish deli were Jewish, but shh, it was just a coincidence. If their murderer were alive, oh, wait a minute. Let me put that up so you guys can read it too.
I can see it.
We can see
Okay.
it.
He would tell you that he killed them because they were Jews. But Obama says that they were just random folks. I hope he doesn't lose any sleep wondering why the majority of the world hates him. Okay, that was her post. And there was comment. And then finally, her final comment was, my middle finger is always sore at the end of the day from flipping off the TV. That right
so
there,
true.
that was the most classic thing
By
ever.
the way,
and that's our Amy's. That's something that reminds me of our Amy.
and you know what though? I do the
It
same
should.
thing. I'm like, did you really
I know.
seriously? I do that all the time. I do that.
Absolutely.
I mean, can any of you actually sit through
No.
an Obama speech?
No.
I
haven't.
can't do
I
it.
haven't since the
No.
first State of the Union. I haven't been able to.
I will tell you this. I was frustrated with a lot of things Bush did. I was not. I was frustrated with the way the administration was going. I thought there was some shady stuff. I thought, the country can do better. And I will tell you this. If Obama actually had been the guy that he sold himself as,
Right.
we might be living in a really cool country. But he lied. It was all, which we all knew better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he even had me going like, the Kool-Aid's pretty tasty. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It's grape. I love grape.
But on the second go-around, nobody should have been fooled.
Oh my gosh! And
I don't. I still contend that not as many people were fooled as they counted
No.
votes. There's just,
I would guess this though.
Wasn't real.
And let me say, and I don't mean this as a slam on. I think Romney's positions were a little too rhino. I mean, we're talking about a guy that we were either going to get Obama or we were going to get him. I mean, we had two choices, and we should have 6 every year or every 4 years, but we have 2 because we've been thinking.
Romney's positions fiscally were not rhino, and that's what we needed help with.
I agree.
I mean, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I worked for Romney's campaign. I was in Boston. We were manning the phones. We had the whole Orca thing going on. Well, it was called Narwhal. And I mean, we could tell by the calls coming in that the fraud was unbelievable.
Wait, the what?
The fraud?
The fraud.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree. I do think
unbelievable.
I do not believe that our elections are on the up and up. I think our next president has already been chosen or will be in the next year, and I believe that. And we can get into conspiracy theory on another show, but I would ask this: this has crossed my mind, and do you think the fact that I don't think America is ready for a Mormon president? I mean,
no, had nothing to do with it.
I think Romney won. I think Romney won.
I do too.
There was a map that shows that you can go from the East Coast and drive straight through to the West Coast and not hit one county that voted for Obama.
That's
not
true.
one, and going from Canada down through Texas.
Right.
I think Romney won.
I think he did too. And by the way,
when you had precincts coming in at 112%, all voting for Obama.
Right.
Yeah.
Not even a 1%. It's statistically impossible. You heard that over and over again.
Amy, you're wrong. It's not can't say the word statistically impossible. Here's why. Because Obama is of God, and God can count the votes of the dead.
Any way he wants.
Right. That being said, since our Savior is literally in the White House right now.
But the thing is, without joking, and in all seriousness, Amy's right.
Andrew's asleep. See, you brought in seriousness.
No, he wants to. We're helping Andrew tonight. He's just hanging out with friends. But in all seriousness, it wasn't a hanging Chad type situation.
Yeah.
He literally won.
I agree.
And they completely orchestrated and changed everything.
I agree.
They had we had the calls coming in that they wouldn't allow, like certain machines were broken, or they wouldn't allow the observers in that was supposed to be legally observing. They wouldn't even let them into the area. Never mind even remotely close to the voting booths. It just people lined up, and that what
it reminds me.
What?
It reminds me of the episode of Heroes where the boy goes into the voting machine and he touches the machine and goes, "Oh yeah, I'm linked to everybody," and then votes for I can't remember his name on the show, but votes for him and puts all the votes in for him.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that episode, and there was I mean that was just, it was clear. Anyways, we're gonna wrap this thing up because we're just bullshitting tonight and enjoying each other's company. But I wanted to play one mid-sized short video that I found interesting. It's called "Why Do People Die When They're 25?" Did you guys see this?
I have not.
No.
I'm gonna try to get this guy on the show.
I'm frankly fascinated.
Before you play
does Amy have anything we'd like to cover tonight?
Amy.
I was just gonna say, talking about the God stuff. Did you guys see that absolutely embarrassing interview with Eric Holder? In the nerd world, we call you a duck.
Oh, shit.
Would you quack for us?
My computer.
Did you see this?
I did not.
I didn't see it, but I heard and seen the picture.
We should have talked about the prayer breakfast speech as well. But
hold on, my computer had to reboot earlier today with some freaking Windows update, and it crashed out everything. And I had that there, Melissa Harry Paris.
I have
yeah.
I have it on my thread. If Andrew and Brett, if you guys want to,
I'm gonna go watch it. Yeah.
I'll put it on the blast. But yeah, the way she says it, it's almost like she's having like a mini orgasm when she says to him, "Will you quack for us?
Yes.
Will you quack for us?" This is the top cop in the United States.
Yes.
She calls him a duck and says, "Will you quack for us?" It's just absolutely mortifying. I didn't think I could get any more embarrassed.
I'm looking for it on your page.
Andrew, what did you say?
Oh no, I'm just mumbling.
You tired?
Yeah.
I can tag it, Jim.
Well, what I'm trying to do, no, this is the exact same article, page that I was trying to run. Hold on, where's it at here? Video. No, I found it. I'm trying to get the video on our show.
Oh.
And it won't download for me here. That's all right. Yeah, was that, who was it that went nuts on that? Megyn Kelly was making fun of her, right?
Megyn Kelly did.
Yeah, Sean Hannity was making fun of it. I'm just.
I get the story, but I mean, literally, these are the people that are in charge of our country.
No, she's the person who's in charge of. She's at MSNBC.
Eric Holder, you know.
I get that she's. I get that she's not.
To
but
his
she's not
credit,
asking Eric Holder that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, to his credit, he didn't do it.
He did not quack. To his credit, he didn't quack.
No, he didn't quack.
If I'm drinking a beer with the guy and we're just hanging out watching a football game, I high five him, dude. If you would have quacked,
Amy,
you know what I mean?
Amy, what possessed her to do that again? I didn't see the whole thing.
She said that in the nerd world,
okay,
you know, in the geek world or whatever you want to say, whatever she says, nerd world or geek world, they call him a duck because on the surface he's cool, calm, and collected and just floating around, but underneath the surface he's paddling away at things.
That's what the nerds say about him.
That he's
on
a
the
duck.
surface,
yeah.
He was elected to a job objectively, but underneath the water, he's a racist.
Yeah, a racist.
And he hates white people.
Yeah.
So there you go. I said it, and I stand by it.
Who?
Yep. I just posted it on the blast.
Okay. Who wants to talk about anything else?
And then Brett just quickly wanted to talk about the prayer breakfast. I
think we should touch on it.
Do it.
Between the Muslim Brotherhood being there, the two of the preachers that support and are trying to push Sharia law in the United States.
Yeah.
And then
push that down in Texas.
Yeah, and then some entertainers that have nothing to do with the whole prayer breakfast was about how can we stop having Americans be so Islamophobic.
Get off your high horse.
That was what it was about. It had nothing to do with anything else. It didn't have to do with let's come together to fight against the impression that everyone has of us because of ISIS. Nothing. Nope. Americans are just Islamophobic.
I will tell you this: pulling an 800-year-old reference to try and mimic it, put the two together. That was not only idiotic, it's ridiculous. And ridiculous taking precedence over the idiotic there. You know what? Cultural is something that evolves, I would guess rapidly. I guess that would be the word. Cultural stance or cultural position. You brought up and we all like the reference. Oh, well, you know, Christians used to kill people too. You know, it's okay, all right. Well, that has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Let me ask you guys something.
And the Christians, before you say that, the Christians were killing people only because they were trying to stop radical Islamic aggression back then.
Right.
Yep.
And
exactly.
we let them go so far that we had to kill a hell of a lot of them to push them back.
Right. Well, and by the way, I want to make this clear. I don't think that we should have been killing people back then, and I don't think that Islam should be killing people today. I don't think. I would like to suggest, and I'm not trying to get all tree hugger here, but I'm just saying, are we this stupid still? I mean, as a human race, as people, are we this dumb still? I mean, it's just I don't get it. How come we haven't figured this stuff out?
Because it has little or nothing to do with It's human nature that you're always going to have a bully who's going to try and push the
I
envelope.
know it is. You're
And
right.
until people get through their thick skull that you have to immediately push back and you have to immediately smack
I
that
agree.
bully in the nose, if you keep letting the bully go, they keep going and they keep going and they keep going, and then it's becomes a bigger and bigger problem that you have to deal with.
I
Punch them
agree.
in the
No.
nose the first time they try and bully you, they'll never do it again.
Amy, I will tell you this. Even though I can sit back and I can look at the big picture and I can say, you know what, humanity should be a lot farther along than we are, I still want to have the biggest gun in the room when it comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You want to mess with me? You want to F with me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull the trigger faster than you until my gun melts.
Say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again.
I know. My gun will melt as I pull the trigger fast.
Say it again, say it. Ooh.
I know. And honestly, though, that's where I say it. Listen, I think we should be, I think overall, as a human race, we should be a lot farther along than we are. But apparently, people are still stupid. And I'm going to be the guy fighting stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
And I will fight it on every front. I will fight it if it's Obama. I will fight it if it's ISIS. I don't care. You want to put your stuff in front of me, I'll pull the trigger.
Amy, can you look something up real quick for us?
What's that?
Look up International Solidarity Movement and see if they're considered a terrorist support group.
Look it up
International what?
Solidarity Movement.
Oh, by the way, Amy, you're now flagged on the FBI website. Oh, good for looking that up for Jim.
I know.
I
Well
wanted
done.
you to look at it.
Well
not me,
done.
but-
Amy, could you look up hot chicks with... Never mind.
Big
Yeah.
Dogs.
yeah.
Just tell me what you find and send me a couple links. I'll be good.
Did they?
Loser.
Is that listed as a terrorist support group by chance?
Now, wait a minute. How would you know that?
I just want to verify
It's an
something.
organization focused on assisting the Palestinian cause and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So yeah, they're a terrorist organization as far as I'm concerned. But
Okay.
Sure.
Just to be sure, because I'm reading off the Jerusalem News. Kayla Mueller, who was killed allegedly during
Saw
the
this. Right.
mhm.
during the thing.
Allegedly, and I'll go with allegedly.
No,
Well,
she
I
wasn't.
mean-
She wasn't killed by the airstrike. She was killed by ISIS. But go ahead.
Right. Kayla Mueller, this is a fact, was a member of the International Solidarity Movement who spent at least 2 years working with that terrorist support group. She was involved in demonstrations against the Jews in Sikh Jarrah, part of East Jerusalem, after a 20-year-long court decision recognized the Jews' legal rights to homes to be in there. Just as Rachel Corrie, the press tries to paint Kayla as a selfless volunteer helping poor Arab refugees, she may have helped injured Arabs in refugee camps, but she was working to support the goals of Palestinian irredentists, and it interfere with the IDF on behalf of terrorist groups. As an ISM activist, she was a tool for the worldwide jihad. So, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it says Kayla came to Palestine to stand in solidarity with us. She marched with us and faced the military that occupies our land side by side with us. For this, Kayla will always live in our hearts. This is that group honoring her.
Yeah. You know where I found that story? I mean, I'd read it before, but Amy Kavanaugh strikes again. The gal who hurts her finger flipping off the TV all day.
No, it's just I think it's hysterical that these people that all go over there to support
Yeah.
these groups end up being the ones murdered and slaughtered and killed. It's like I don't shed a tear for them.
Don't they understand that those people hate Americans no matter how
No,
much
they
of a
don't. They don't understand that.
peacenik they are?
They think we're the problem and we're just hate mongers. And if they go over there and act all lovey-dovey and halati-dotty, that these people will just love them to death and
Yeah.
they get killed. Good, good. It's a waste of air, so goodbye. No love
Yeah.
lost.
Wow. Unbelievable, these people. But Yeah, she's got probably 95 posts here today. Some good stuff though. Who else
Amy,
got anything?
I want to ask Amy one real. Do you know who the Replacements are? Aren't they a?
It's a boy band.
No, the Replacements? Oh no, they're a post-punk, late '70s, early '80s.
Yeah.
They were kind of militant, were they?
Yeah, no, they're just kind of a cheesy punk band back in the day. Anyway, never mind. I thought they came out of that part of the country. So if you don't recognize it, never mind. I'm just gonna ask some questions. I'm done. I'm out. I'm good. I have no more.
Origin,
share.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. There you go. Sorry,
So
Minneapolis,
they're not from
Massachusetts.
You
It's
know,
all
it's
one big state to
M,
me on the East
big
Coast.
M.
Yeah.
Jim, I think that was a slam towards you.
Wait, what did he say? I was looking at something.
I'm just teasing.
I just said it's all one big state on the East Coast. I mean, that's all it is. It's just one big state over there. We don't even care out here.
Hold on.
We're legalizing
wait.
pot left and right on the West Coast. We don't even know what we're talking about.
Wait. Hold that thought, Brett. Hold that thought.
What, that I don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Not only can I not hold that thought, I can't keep that thought.
Wait, where the hell are you? Hold on. Please. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, there it is. Okay.
People are going to go crazy. I'm saying that she was a Palestinian sympathizer who hated Israel. No big loss.
Oh, you posted that?
Now we'll get freaks coming out to say
Brett,
how awful I am.
Brett, go ahead and make fun of me again about the states.
Jim,
Yeah.
you don't even know what's over on the East Coast. It's all one big state to you, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
See that?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, all right. Let's watch this little video here. It may not even play, but I liked it, kinda. In a way I did. It starts to make sense, right? I thought this guy made sense. I want to get him on our show eventually here. So here we go. It's called Why People Die.
And I don't care who you are, what race, what age, what
25.
gender. I don't care about any of that stuff. But what I do know is that you have a dream inside of you.
I think this is
And
important
that
stuff.
dream you have kept hidden from the world. You've made excuses for it. You've delayed it. You've listened to people telling you to be realistic. But deep down in your heart, you know that you're not living to your potential. And life is now something you're just getting on with. I want to lay some reality on you real quick. Where is the wealthiest place in the world? Do you know? It's not China. It's not Dubai. It's the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, you will find inventions never invented. Businesses never erected. Songs never sung. Books never written. Ideas never nurtured. People never realized. Because they were scared to take a risk. Scared like you. But you want to know something else? You're not in the graveyard yet. And we get one life, right? And every passing moment, we will never get back again. You will never start this video with the same perspective you had when you click play. You will never brush your teeth the same way twice in your life. There ain't no rewind button on life. I will never get that breath back ever again. See, this present moment is so precious. We have to be here. We have to be in it and make the most of it. We have to live our dreams now because they are possible. 6,000 years ago, man created the wheel. Only 6,000 years ago. First written language was created. That's it. And if I may remind you, the airplane is only a little over 100 years old. There was no internet 50 years ago. No cell phone. So don't sit here and tell me that everything that can be done has been done when we haven't been here for very long. There are dreams, there are ideas and accomplishments that are waiting to be discovered, that are waiting for you. Helen Keller was once asked, what on earth will be worse than being born blind? She said, it would be so much worse to be born with sight. but no vision? Why can't we have cures for every disease known to man? Why can't we have clean water, food, education for every person on this planet? Why can't we have peace on this planet? Why do we have to die to go to heaven? The earth is already in space. We can have heaven right here, right now. Just a shift in this. Why not? Because somebody said it's impossible, it can't be done. I'll tell you this, there's never been a statue erected for a critic. Everybody tell you how to do it, they never did it. Moral of the story is, do you, be you. Be here now. Their dreams are possible. Stop obsessing over these celebrities. Kim Kardashian, live your life. Step into your greatness. They say the average person dies at 25, but is buried at 75. You know what that means? Unless you figure it out. Don't let this negative world get to you. Don't let it win. Do not go where the path may lead, but go where there is no path, and leave a trail.
Peace out.
Out.
Out. I had to leave us with that because I thought that when I watched it, I thought it was important.
Well, thanks. Now I'm depressed. That's great. That's cool. Well, whatever. That's great.
It's one of the reasons. Don't let anybody tell you that, and that's one of the reasons why we're starting to try to get a show like this off the air, and we're learning how to do one. Don't let anybody say, well,
off the ground, not off the air.
Off the ground. Thank you.
Exactly. No, we're quickly going off the air.
Yeah.
I killed our whole Mexican audience earlier, so.
But see, it's kind of like, don't let anybody tell you that all of this has already been done, and that there's radio shows and there's TV and this and that. So there's there's always there's room for grassroots people who can catch hold of the lightning sometimes.
Very
because
true.
all of a sudden you just finally, after trying and experimenting with this and that or whatever, and all of a sudden you strike lightning and go, wow, I found it. We just found it. And then you duplicate it, and then you duplicate it, and you keep going. So we'll find our strike of lightning.
Absolutely. Andrew, say goodnight.
No. Okay, good night.
Good night, everybody. I think that's it.
Andrew. Let's
Nice show. Oh, the party's over.
we gotta be consistent.
They did
It all.
Good things must end. Oh, good. Turn out the lights. The party's over. Tomorrow night we'll start the thing again, or Wednesday or something. I don't know.
Amy's got the beauty queen wave. All right, I'm in. All right,
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.